Carrying dreams, crafting identity. The story of Sanskriti Mehta's custom tote revolution. Welcome to the Spark series of Creative Bharat, where we celebrate India's brightest young entrepreneurs, thinkers, makers, and dreamers who are building ideas that matter. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce Sanskriti Mehta, founder of Zenith, a brand that turns the everyday tote bag into a personalized expression of creativity and consciousness. Zenith's journey isn't just about style, it's about sustainability, self expression, and a young mind's determination to create something truly meaningful. Sanskriti, welcome to the show. Your work reflects both design, intelligence, and emotional awareness, two traits that define this new generation of change makers. Sanskriti, what inspired you to start Zenith?
For me, I'm really into fashion and like the trends that are going on these days. And I noticed that a lot of my peers and even my friends, they all use like tote bags on a daily basis. And then I was like, I should try buying some on my own. I went through them. I didn't like the designs. I didn't like the quality. So I was like, why not do it myself? But this was a while back. I didn't think much on it. Recently in school, they really, because we had the subject, they gave us the opportunity to actually start the business. And that's what made it like, you know what, why not just go for it? And that's why I started it.
The name Zenith means the highest point. What does that name signify for you and your brand journey?
So Zenith, basically, I want to reach the highest point with this brand of mine. I want to reach a bigger audience. I want to expand into more businesses. I want to see where both of us can, like me and my brand, can reach at the highest of what we are. With That's why I chose the name.
Interesting. Why did you choose tote bags as your product?
Well, honestly, it was just I was thinking. I had a lot of thoughts because when we were told to start a business, I was like, "There's so many opportunities. There's so many things I could do. What could I choose?" But for me, the thing I use the most, and something I was like, I want to see people use my products every day. So the best thing I could have thought of at that point was tote bags. For
How has building a brand changed your understanding of creativity and business?
It's definitely like opened my eyes. Like everywhere I see, I'm like, oh, that could go on a tote bag. This could be on a tote bag. Everything looks like an opportunity for me to, maybe build on something, actually make something out of it, and even just to increase my brand from just tote bags. Maybe like do something else more creative with it. So it helps with that.
Give some examples.
Like for example, recently I was out with my mother, and it's a Diwali season going on. So I saw this really beautiful candle, and I just thought that, maybe I should make one of those Diwali bags that everyone makes, and I would give them like a season themed tote bag with a lot of small gifts inside. So maybe that way I could like make candles as well. Maybe I could like invest into all of that and actually make a good, nice bundle product. That was a thought I had.
Nice. A lot of innovation. Very good. You're a student and an entrepreneur. How do you balance school, creativity, and building a brand?
Well, honestly, once I have the design in my hand, it doesn't take much time to actually go and print it. So I work on it during the week, depending on how many orders I have. And then I can balance my studies with it because it doesn't take that much time if I'm spending some hours on my designs every day. And then during the weekend, I go and print it. I get it printed. So it's really like I can balance it really well because it doesn't take up that much of my time.
Many young founders start with curiosity but stay for passion. What keeps you motivated?
Honestly, like the reactions of my customers and like my friends have like been one of my biggest customers so far. And whenever I give someone a product, I like how they give their feedbacks to it. And secondly, also like the money I get from it. Of course, I would like to like be more financially independent in the future. I want to buy something for my parents rather than them buy something for me. So that also keeps me motivated to keep making products and keep my brand going.
And how does your family support your entrepreneur journey?
I actually come from an entrepreneurial background because my father and my mother, they both had a startup together that has been going for 6 years. So a lot of times they're the ones who are helping me with stuff like financial management, like how to manage my finances, how to help with any customer doubts I have, or any, if I'm ever stuck anywhere, I can go to them for help. So that's how they support.
Every creative journey has ups and downs. Tell us about a moment when you doubted yourself and what helped you bounce back.
So recently I had this customer and they ordered for a really dark print. It had a very dark background. And when I put it through the screening, wanted to see how it would come out, it was not showing very well because of how dark the background was. So I had to inform them that the print will not come out the same as the picture you have sent me. But I was like, no, this is not gonna cut it. I should at least try to work on it. So I spent over 2 nights working on each and every aspect of the thing. I changed the colors, I changed the contrast, I changed the lighting, everything I did. And I finally got it done. I got it correct. And so I was like, I gave it to them the way they wanted it. I gave it to them exactly how the photo was. And that made me realize that, if I work on it, I could actually solve my problems really well. I could motivate myself instead of giving up so easily. So that really helped.
Interesting. Has entrepreneurship at your age changed the way you look at the world?
Yeah, everything seems like an opportunity. Like I feel like I spot a business in everything. And whenever I see other small businesses, especially in my school, it makes me want to, like, if I always think of how I could collaborate with them and what aspects of their business could I join with mine. So that's just how it has changed.
What role do your friends or classmates play in your journey?
First of all, immensely supportive. They're not only my friends, but they're also my biggest customers, buying from me time and time again. Like every single time I have any design issues, if I'm like, what design should I do now? If I'm ever lost, they help me. They send me designs that they think would look good on the bags that they would want to see, and that's how I also get motivated to continue doing my work.
Tote bags are often associated with sustainability. Is that a vision for you too?
Yes, actually, it's one of my biggest visions. I've definitely been very, like, careful about that. Starting off, the first thing, whenever people use my tote bags, they reuse it. Of course, it's a proper tote bag, so they're saying no to plastic in that sense. Second of all, they're jute tote bags, so they're made of eco-friendly material. And also for when I'm delivering them to the customers, I use safe eco-friendly packaging that is biodegradable. And also I do transport on my own, like I deliver on my own through e-vehicle, which also reduces pollution. So it's definitely one of my biggest visions.
Very good. Now, as a Gen Z entrepreneur, how do you define success? Is it sales, smiles, or satisfaction of creating something authentic?
I think it's a mix of all. Sales, of course, everyone likes money, right? So obviously you're gonna like that. And definitely the reaction of people. Like if I love it when they like my products, it makes me want to continue. It makes me want to make more and get more customers. So definitely that. And I also like it when when I'm myself satisfied with what I'm making, like with all the inventions and innovations I make in my products. All of that helps.
If you could collaborate with artists, NGOs, or sustainable brand products, what kind of partnerships would it be like for you to explore?
I would definitely like to explore more of like collaborating with jewelry brands because these days I've seen that jewelry goes really well on tote bags, like small accessories and all. And also maybe other like artists and designers who make posters or make designs that they would want printed on a bag. For example, we have our own businesses here like Say It and Trinketry. So I would like to collaborate with them maybe in the future.
How do you see Zenith becoming a platform to empower others?
Well, let's talk about it as an example. For example, somebody has a story to tell through comic strips that they want everyone to have. They could get it printed on my bags. If somebody has a poster that they want like to spread awareness for, they could get it printed on my bags. Anything of that sort could be a platform for people to express themselves, to actually talk about what they want without having to talk about it. They can wear it, they can show it. So that is how I would like to promote.
What next for Zenith?
Right now, I would like to really continue with it. I don't want it to end just because the school is over. I really want to continue with it, flourish with it. Like I said, reach my zenith, right? Um, Definitely collaborate with a lot of more people. Maybe do more than just tote bags. Maybe expand my business because I definitely want to look into that. Make my maybe jewelry, maybe something like that. Definitely want to look into that.
What messages would you like to give to the youth like you about entrepreneurship?
Yeah, a lot of people are scared. Even I was scared at first because honestly, there's not much we know about how to run a business. Like everyone's talking about it, but nobody actually helps us understand because it's so hard. But if you have an idea, it doesn't matter if it's going to work or not. You should at least try for it. You should at least aim for it. And that's definitely, it's worth it. Definitely.
That was brilliant, Sanskriti. Sanskriti, your journey with Zenith reminds us that entrepreneurship can be purposeful and passionate. You have shown us that even a simple object can become a canvas of creativity and consciousness. We wish you and your venture a very, very bright future. Thank you for inspiring us with your clarity, compassion, and courage. Thank you so much for being part of Creative Bharat today.